Guys, what is up? So today I'm going to give y'all some care tips for fly traps during springtime. So as you can see, everything's starting to wake up. All the lower going traps from the winter are starting to die off, and it's getting these really tall spring growing traps. That's a Dente clone, just like the big one. So for springtime, it's a good time to repot, or in early spring, it's a good time to repot, cut off, and divide your plants, get them into outside. If you have yours in like your garage or your fridge or wherever it was during dormancy, put it outside, especially after the last frost, because my experience, fly traps, they cannot experience a hard freeze or a frost because the new spring growth will die off. But I've heard some people's stories where they just leave them outside all year round and they're fine. But what I wanted to really talk about is, everybody says, oh yeah, you can leave your fly traps outside all year and then they'll come back in spring. Yeah, if you have a pot like this, a really small, more like this, a really thin, small pot like this, and you let that thing outside all winter, especially where I'm at in Tennessee, if you leave them outside all year round, that pot is just going to stay frozen, like, for all winter, and will never thaw out, and it will just be bad, because the rhizome, it will damage the rhizome, and it will eventually kill your plant. But I've heard if you have a bigger pot, not even this size, probably about like, let me see if I can find one of my Nepenthes, about maybe this size but wider, then that it should be okay to use outside all year round, as long as it has good insulation on it, like mulch, snow, hay, I don't know. But now's a good time to, like I said, repot, make sure your plants are healthy, growing as they should. Some of them might stress because I think I repotted this one a little bit too late because it's growing weird, but it's getting good traps on it. But it's growing weird. I might have to repot that one again. Also, a little update. I got two new. This is the typical from last year. Dente I got from last year. B52. The B52's been doing really good. King Henry giving me some spring traps. Dente clone, that's my neighbor's. And these two are just random Walmart West use. This is one from that kind of packaging from Altman Plants. It's doing good. It's kind of weird, but oh well. And then this one is, it's not from Rocket Farms, but it's still in like a cylinder shape that I also got from Walmart. These traps were ginormous in the package. So now it's growing. It's caught everything except for this trap. This trap doesn't work. I don't know why. Yeah, that trap doesn't work. But it's growing. It's gotten plenty of food. It's caught someone itself. I fed it like 2 and then it just caught the rest. And every time the trap's open, there's always like good red color in it. Side thing, I also have some sundews, which are flowering. I used to have these sundews in my room underneath a grow light and a fish tank. But I put them outside and I repotted them in some peat and some sphagnum on top, so that whenever these do flower, they'll go right onto the sphagnum and have an easier time of germinating. So yeah, that's about it. See y'all.